more than I expected. Ow, I was too close. All the way up. What do you mean low fuel? I just gave you a lot of fuel. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back on the beautiful M1000RR. Today we're gonna be replacing the battery on this bike, as well as the tires. New fresh tires. These ones are shredded, so this bike is so smooth. I think if I only had one bike that I have to ride all the time, and I have to ride also daily, I might choose this one actually. It's just really comfortable, the technology is crazy, the bike is really smooth, and it's still very powerful at the same time. So, I don't know, it's definitely a lot of bike. I like it. It is freezing out today, the weather is not warming up. It's been raining like the past 3 days. As you guys saw, I went out on the rush and it started pouring. There we go. Yay, a lot of traffic. I don't know why, but oh well. I wanted to go slow anyway so I can talk to you guys without all the wind noise. I realized something about the pista. When the pista breaks in the helmet, it definitely gets louder because, you know, there's more room for the air to go in. It's definitely not as quiet as some of the other helmets, but we already knew that, honestly. I've been having like spine issues. I've always had like a bad spine, I don't know, from lifting, whatever. But yeah, I've always had like a few kind of like lower back and upper back, like neck area spine issues. Wearing the other helmet, especially when I'm going like faster, other helmets besides pistas, definitely like hurts my neck over time. Like it's a lot of strain because it does not cut through the wind like the pistas do. The pista is like so great with the way it cuts through the wind, like you almost don't feel the wind at all. It just cuts right through it. So that's why I'm like wearing the pista more than my other helmet. My other helmet is more of a like long distance, even though that doesn't make sense because if I do go long distance, then it's gonna be even more painful on my like neck, upper spine area because it's more stress. Thank you, thank you, thank you as well. See, just because this bike is a little loud, people see me and move away. I forgot because last time I rode the Rush and people do not see me coming. Because you gotta keep in mind, like, I'm coming from the back, so unless it's like the bike is obnoxious, you're not gonna hear me if you're in front of me. So I like the pistas. One bad thing about the pista, what the? Looks like an accident. And this is why I tell people to not ride in the center sometimes, because there's always like debris and stuff like that. And if you're riding in a group and someone goes riding in the middle, then all of this is gonna be flying onto you. And people do it all the time. But anyways, yeah, the disadvantage of a pista, though, I don't know why I'm talking about the pista, it just came up and I was like, whatever, I'll give you guys some info about it. But the disadvantage about the pista, it is one of the loudest helmets when you're wearing it. You know, it's meant for racing, it's not meant for, you know, just your daily commute and stuff like that. So it's very loud, and I definitely, like, they literally ship it with earplugs, and I definitely recommend wearing earplugs when you're wearing the pista, or just in general, because you will get ear damage, like your hearing damage. I already have that. I do not wear earplugs just because I don't know, it's a convenience thing for me and I always forget, and at some point I used to keep it in my pocket and then they flew off, and I have a few more and I'm just like kind of like too lazy with it. But I definitely should, especially if I'm going longer distance. I just ride too regularly to, you know, it's already annoying for me to but I gladly made it a habit, because when I started riding I didn't even like wear gloves for a while. Oh my god, that's a G-Wagon 6x6 satin black. Imagine that next to my Plaid. Oh, the dream garage goals. But yeah, so earplugs are recommended. I already got tinnitus in my ears. If you guys don't know what tinnitus is, it's pretty much like a ringing noise that sometimes gets too loud in your ear. So sometimes out of nowhere, like my ear will just go and it just kind of like stays there for like a few seconds and then fades away. So yeah, that's definitely not good, especially because I just turned 25. I mean, I'm probably gonna have some hearing problems when I get older, but hopefully with technology there's gonna be something that will you know, save my ears besides hearing aid. I don't know, like maybe some sort of surgery or something like that. I'm trying to like not rev in my ear as much and stuff like that, because I used to, like, you know, whenever our car's revving or something like that, I'm like right there. So I'm trying to like take it easy, but regardless, even without the exhaust, just the wind noise by doing what I do, like all the wind, long periods of this will definitely damage your hearing over time. So I also like have been doing shorter rides. I don't know, I haven't found longer rides as fun anymore. I just like go on little bursts, little adrenaline rushes, and then that's it. But yeah, we are replacing the tires and the battery for this bike. If some people are actually aware of the M1000, not the S1000RR, but the M1000, those bikes are actually supposed to ship with... Okay, why did I go this way? I thought this way was going to be like less traffic, but clearly not. It's traffic everywhere right now. They're supposed to ship with a lithium battery, but back then when they were making them and sending them out, there was a shortage of lithium batteries. Some of them shipped with lithium, most of them did not because of the shortage. I think when I took the seat off, when I was like installing all the parts and stuff on this bike, it didn't look like the bike had a lithium battery in it, just because the lithium batteries are usually a bit smaller, but this definitely was not. Okay, this was way more challenging. Great. Another 6x6. You know what? We're just gonna go this way and this way, zigzagging our way everywhere. Not sure if this bike did come with a lithium battery, but I bought one just in case. The aftermarket ones are like very light, and I think the one I bought like has a reset like a button thingy in it. You don't have to replace the battery or jump or anything like that. You just open it up and it should have a little button on it that you just like hold or whatever, and it jumps the battery. It's like in the battery system itself. So yeah, I think that's one of the ones I bought, but regardless, they're smaller, they're lighter, so you know, they're just better. And also we're finally replacing the tires, just because the tires, the sides were destroyed because I went to the track, you know, it's all chewed up and all, but I don't even like, after doing the full carbon build, this bike is way too expensive to casually just take to the canyons and stuff like that, so it's not going to be seeing a lot of that. So we decided to go with the good old trusty Bridgestone S22s. These are the tires that I use on most of my bikes because they simply came with the Honda Fireblade, and I think Ninja Issue also comes with them. So yeah, since, you know, two pretty good bikes, like high-end bikes, come with those tires, they must be good. I'm very comfortable with them, you know. I had them back then on my R1M. They weren't the grippiest for like track and stuff like that, but for what I do for street use or even like canyons, they're good enough, you know what I mean? So like I'm good with that. I'm not like trying to get like maximum grip. I feel like a 9 out of 10 grip versus a 10 out of 10 grip is almost the same, unless you're like trying to race or compete or something like that, you know. Yeah, that's why I go with Bridgestone S22s. They're harder compound in the center. I've explained this many times, but I do realize that not everyone watches every single video. So yeah, they're a harder compound in the center, but they're still soft on the sides, so they're still very good, and they will last me longer for, you know, just freeway riding and commuting and stuff like that, because the center is not going to square up as fast. I love seeing the reflection when I do stuff like this. We also got a couple carbon pieces that should be coming soon. This piece right here, that I'm not sure if this was supposed to be wobbly or not, but yeah, this piece right here and this right here. I'm debating if I want to replace this because, you know, fluids go in there and stuff like that, so I don't know if that will cause a leak or anything. Sounds very dead. You guys can see, like, this is gone. It got to the tread mark, this one, and the battery. And I'll let you know if the battery was lithium or not on it. It just, I didn't take it out, and I don't remember seeing it. I just remember it being like a big battery. Bike looking good in the sun. Alright, we replaced the tires, as you guys can see. Fresh rubbers. The front one was pretty good actually, but the rear was destroyed. And we actually did not replace the battery on this thing. Turns out my bike actually shipped with the right one. So I already had the lithium battery that was supposed to come with this bike, and the OEM BMW lithium battery is actually way more. I think they're like $350 or something ridiculous like that. Battery is like $100 to $150 usually. Like the battery that I got was like $130, $135. So this is a more expensive battery, and I was like, well, is it better? It's actually, so the new battery that I didn't put on was actually a little lighter. So this was, we measured it, the OEM one was 2.5 pounds and the new anti-gravity one was 1.5. So yeah, I would save a pound. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should have done it, but anyways, I didn't do it because this battery is actually better. The other one was a 3 point something amps, while this one is 5, I believe. So this is technically a better battery, and since, you know, it's like the OEM BMW expensive one, the only thing is that I don't really have the, oh, these tires feel weird. I feel taller. We're gonna take it extra slow. Oh, they feel slippery for sure. Usually I tell people to put roughly about 50 to 100 miles on their tires to break them in. Definitely nothing crazy right away, because you will wipe out. All the oils are on the tire, and just, you know, gentle on the throttle so we don't wipe out. Also, these tires are different from the last tires, so obviously, oh, I should have done a burnout with the other tires. I always forget to do that. I'm always like, let me like full on burn them out before I replace them, but then I forget. Another thing that we did with this is that I had like a little ABS cover sensor on the back right there. I doubt you guys saw that, but yeah, I had that little cover on it, and we got the cover taken off. It was just like a plastic piece that I think I've complained before about in one of my videos, and it's just annoying because it's like a little plastic piece and nobody makes that in carbon, since it's only specific to the M1000, not the S1000s, because the setup on this bike is a little different with the brakes. We just took that cover off. It looks much better now, showing off that upgraded rear rotor that I got on this bike. They definitely feel like slick. Easy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. New tires on this bike, so she should be good. Also, I do have a couple of carbon pieces left for it. Probably a little bit more titanium bolts and stuff like that for it too. And of course, we are gonna hopefully be replacing the tank soon. Oh, actually, we did discover that there was a little leak similar to the Ducati on the right side of this bike. Not 100% sure, but it did seem like there is a little bit of oil there, very minor. but we were going to inspect it when I put the extra carbon covers that I was putting on this side. I was told that like it could be potentially because of the carbon fiber covers that I put on, because if those seals with the carbon covers aren't like completely flush, sometimes you need a spacer or something like that for it to like completely bond and connect. So if you don't have that, that could be causing the leaks. Hopefully it's just that, and it's not anything major with either this one or my V4R. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted when we go there again. Thank you, sir. The rest should be next. We're doing the carbon cover and all of that. And I don't know, there's always something to do with these bikes. It's a lot of maintenance all the time, and modifying them. Oh, I'm doing also the fire blade soon. I got rear sets for the fire blade, so that should be soon as well. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out and ride safe.